Yo, I'm convinced there's like 1 billion people in Nigeria, to be honest. Like, who's actually counting? Like, who went and did a census? Like, I don't think they did a census for real. I think they just do a number like 200,000 Nigerians. That's what I think. Because I swear to God, you walk around here, man, this is a little ass town in the middle of Nigeria. There's got to be 1 billion people in Nigeria. I think they're lying. I think there's like 1 billion. I think there's like billions of people in Africa that they just don't want to reveal that there's that many of us. Just like, you know, in America, they keep saying we 13% of the population, but somehow we seem to be overrepresented in the media. Everywhere you go, there's black people, except for middle of America. Everybody going there, that's a whole nother country. Them white folks. They're like, no bull. There's got to be like 1 billion. There's an insane amount of people here, just in a village in the middle of nowhere, even though this is the capital, but just looking at the market, like if they really came out here to do an actual census, I'm telling you, there's got to be like, all right, maybe 500 million people in Nigeria. I'm just guessing. But if they did a real census, because look, a lot of these people don't have, you know, they're not in the system. Not in the system at all, right? And I doubt, like, Lagos by itself probably got, like, Lagos is insane. This place is packed. You know, everywhere I go, there's like an insane amount of people. Insane. So I'm pretty sure there's like 1 billion people. There's got to be 1 billion people. It's got to be. I'm telling you. I'm willing to put like $40 on it. Seriously, I put $40 on it because there's at least 500 million people here in Nigeria, right? At least. I'm telling you, like, I'm done listening to white folk when they talk about how many people are in Africa. They don't know. How the hell they know? What world census did they do and go along counting? Have you ever heard? Wouldn't that be a massive thing? Wouldn't that be absolutely massive on a global scale? Wouldn't you have heard about that, right? About, oh, we did this big, huge global census. How many people? Like, how would they know? I'm telling you, there's got to be at least there's a lot more African people on the continent in general than white people would like to admit. Did you know that Europeans are only 13% of the world's population? Did you know that? 13. Ain't that many of them. I think they don't want us to know, because imagine if all black folks around the world knew that they vastly outnumbered white people by an insane amount. Attitudes would be a little different, right? You would start looking at them a little funny, like, hold up, you? Right? No matter how much technology you got, if you ain't got enough people to operate all that equipment or to finance the functioning of that equipment, you can't do shit, right? I'm telling you, there is 1 trillion people in Nigeria, yo. 1 trillion with a T. All right, I'm just joking about that. But no bullshit. There's more than 250. Do you remember the Million Man March? Remember that time 1 million African people showed up in Washington, D.C.? Have you ever seen a group of people gather like that in America, ever? Right? Just one group of people? One group of people. African Americans. 1 million showed up in Washington, D.C. Remember that? They try to have you forget that. The Million Man March. 1 million African Americans showed up in Washington, D.C. You can't name me a concert. You can't name me any European figure. You can't name me any time any group of the Jewish people had a rally. I did a video. They had a rally, you know, after they started the genocide in Gaza, right? And it was packed. Wasn't 1 million people. We showed up 1 million strong for one event in one location. So I'm telling you, they're lying about the black population, bro. We baby kids, we multiply, we don't die. I'm telling you right now, one day some international organization sponsored by us is going to really do a count, and we're going to find out that there's got to be like 4 billion people in Africa already, at least, easily, with plenty of space for more. I'm telling you, because what, in 2050, or I think 2008, they gauged in 2050 there's going to be one in every 4 persons is going to be African. There's 9 billion people on this planet, so they say. 1 in every 4? At first it was 1 in every 5. Now it's 1 in every 4. I even heard one person say 1 in every 3. I heard one study say 1 in every 3. It's starting to look. I'm telling you, mark my word, there are more than what they say. Anyway, that's all I gotta say. It's Afro Think Tank. Learn something, teach them. I'm out.